I guess we'll start it now. I'm gonna let this cutscene roll though. If I... Will I do that? I don't know, actually. Maybe we won't. I don't remember it being this framey, but that's the cool thing about Deadly Premonition. You never know what you're gonna get each time you load it on up. You never truly know. I'll let this play out. It's a little important. It does give you context for what happens in the game. I forgot how washed out some of the colors are. Or, I'm sorry, all of the colors are. But it kind of works. The only time we see it. Yeah, I think you're right.
It's dangerous to run around here, boys.
Grandpa, hurry! Hurry up! Grandpa, you're too slow.
They're like Timmy and Tommy. They're like little Nook kids. Or cousins or whatever. Oh, also, please do tell me if y'all hear or see any weirdness on the screen. This game is pretty notorious for being difficult to play and also stream, especially because the audio balancing is all over the place. What are their names? Isaac and Isaiah. Yes. Yeah, I think that's correct. Yeah. They're extremely impactful on the plot, it seems, but I always forget them, which is so wild because they're so weird. Definitely probably the weirdest kids I've ever experienced in my life. And I used to work with kids, so I feel like I've seen a lot of weird kids in my time. I like to think that I was a weird kid too. But if I know who Thomas is, yeah, it'll all make sense. Incredibly discomforting. Absolutely. Absolutely. Didn't you describe this like the B movie? Well, I didn't mean that type of B movie. I meant like, here, wait, let me like about like this type of B movie. But I love that you said that. I'm trying to think of how we could compare this game to the B movie. Culturally impactful. Definitely a cultural cornerstone for some segments of the internet, to be sure. Definitely, definitely. This game has a B in it, so there's another commonality. But yeah. If you've seen Twin Peaks, it's basically Twin Peaks the game. I'm not a fan of this cutscene. I'm pretty sure if we skipped right now, we would be fine. And yet I don't know if that's exactly the case. Oh, now our stomach's fine. All right, whatever. But because of how often I speedrun this game and skip all the cutscenes, I so frequently forget the subject material of this game and all the weird stuff that happens. Walked in on boobs. So sorry, my donks. I don't know if you're like ready to see that tonight. How you doing though, gamer? We're playing Deadly Premonition Origins. This is where the Deadly Premonition all started. Weird. She okay? Whoa! Oh, cool. I forgot the ending of this game is similar to the beginning of this game. Oh, cool. These are my innocent eyes. Oh no! Oh, maybe I should stop talking during this. I'm about to brush my teeth and get cozy. Sounds good. Sounds good. I might be quiet for the rest of this scene, but I can talk and chat. Hi. I feel weird being just like muted. There's Thomas. And that's Carol? I think that's Carol, his sister. She looks so disappointed in him. I forget their relationship. Are we keeping chat spoiler free? See, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. I think I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try my best not to give any spoilers, but I don't know if I want to like ban anybody over spoilers. I don't know. I guess ideally let's go no spoilers. I should probably tag that too. And then if I make a weird mistake and accidentally spoil things, oops. But at least we'll be able to ban me. So it's like, it all works out well, you know? It all works out. That's what I'm gonna gather from this scene. Exactly. And that's all you need, really. Now I get all my gaming Snapchats. Can you, wait, Adam, can you DM me your Snapchat on Discord? Or if you whisper to me on Twitch, that's fine too. I just probably won't be able to add you until after stream. But heck yeah. So I'm gonna do something, ooh, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did this. So I'm gonna mute the game for like a minute. We're gonna listen to this because this is something that I did earlier and I guess the game just didn't save it. But the audio balancing in this game is quite a lot to contend with. And the actual process of editing it is very tedious, which is why I try to do this on my own time off stream. And I guess it just didn't save, or I don't know what happened there. But I'm very glad I checked, because when it comes to this game specifically, having these meters out of order is just horrendous. There was a very prominent audio glitch very shortly after this game was released where you just couldn't hear anything aside from like the car engine noises. All right, we'll keep these settings. And then options would change. We should save them. Yes. All right, cool. Well, we got a little more Plock Beach than I was expecting for tonight, but I don't think that's a bad thing, is it? All right, so hopefully this is a little bit better. Didn't they fix the audio glitch? I think they might have. But I also just, I don't know. Maybe they did. Oh, wait. All right, here we go. DM me on Discord. Thank you. Lol. It was obnoxious, especially because the music is one of the best parts, right? That's what I thought too. I think they did patch it out. They didn't patch out everything. So once again, if y'all notice any weird stuff when it comes to audio or whatever, even if it's something that you think, well, that's not a big deal, do feel free to shout at me until I change it. I would not take offense whatsoever. This game is just, it's a lot to contend with. There's a lot to it. But let's get in there. This is where it all begins. And I always think there's a big cutscene at the beginning, but I think that actually happens later on. See my dogs. Here's Isaac and Isaiah, kinda. And the curious part about this is I think he's seeing them before he actually goes to Greenvale. So there's a little bit of weirdness going on here.
Could you wait just a little longer?
Yeah.
This won't take long.
They're definitely just freakiest looking kids I've ever seen in my life. This kid's very shiny. Yeah, they do believe in moisturizer, I guess. But here's me. Something cool about this game. There's trading cards. You get a little bonus for collecting them. You could also sell them, I think. Or at least trade them into an NPC later on. Something else that's cool with them, I don't know if this is one of the examples, but some of them actually have spoilers to them. So I am not going to be reading these throughout the playthrough just because I don't remember what spoils what. But there's a few little oddities like that in this game.
Just a little longer.
But what we're supposed to do here is get a good grasp of the controls. I'm gonna skip this because it's the exact same thing we just saw. And oh my, I'm just realizing my control scheme is weird. No wonder it feels so odd. Anyway, I might change that later. A white screen. Red leaves fluttering in the air. A chandelier hanging from above. Can this riddle be solved, Zach? Murder's card like 3 minutes in or something? It's something to that effect. There's also license plates that can give stuff away if you're looking for it, but I'll try not to point it out. A strange clock is ticking away, though the room itself makes you feel as if time has stopped. The really cool part about this portion is that they just don't shut up. They seem to be discussing something, but I can hardly hear a word. Really? I can't hear anything but the words. A doll shaped like a fat man has a planet which reads Washington State. So I guess we're in Washington.
It will start soon.
It's about time to get started.
Okay. Cool. So I Snapchat. Can we get cozy? So I'm a lurk. Sounds good. Sounds good, gamer. I'll add you back soon. But thanks, my donks.
York. If you can hear my voice, could you respond?
Ah! Oh.
Good. I thought you went to sleep. Zach, don't be surprised. The crime took place out in the country this time. Let's take it slow. Okay, Zach?
Sounds good, boss. Is this loud?
Sure, that's one way of looking at it, but it's totally wrong. Listen, they both need each other. It's called interdependency, and they both know it. Yeah, I know. He does terrible things to Tom. Nasty, even sadistic things. But that's fine, as long as that's what Tom wants. Think about it. His actions. He's always asking for it. It's his partner's job to fulfill that need, and Jerry knows that. Proof? Well, in the Tom and Jerry show, they live with each other. Hello?
I love how this game starts out.
I can't believe the Bureau still can't get me a satellite phone.
These puppies are making me go to another town in the boondocks again.
Well, I'll be a happy camper, even if it ends up being a waste of time. At the very least, it'll get me out of the cramped city for a while. Right, Zach? The perpetrator from the last case really was something. Who'd have thought there'd be razors laced into your nails?
Ugh.
Crazy. Just crazy.
Ugh.
Well, at least I now have a scar to show off.
So cool.
See this? I got this when I arrested the Catwoman wannabe. Women. They're crazy. Don't you agree, Zach?
Oh god. Okay, some of the cutscenes are a little scary. I love this part coming up. This. Those ain't monkeys! Yeah, they made monkey noises. And that's why this is my game of the year. That right there. His neck! Yeah, this game's like the models they use for some of the characters in this game can get super wonky in the cutscenes. Who is Zach? That's something that'll be revealed near the end of the game, actually. It's one of the persistent mysteries of Delhi Premonition. What is the Renko killer that caused him to crash, not using his laptop, right? That's what it seemed like it was gonna be. Oh, let's go, Zoop. Strange newest horizon island I've ever seen. Jason, welcome in. Is it that weird? I mean, isn't this like what all Animal Crossing New Island or New Horizon players strive for at the end of the day. But hey, we just started Deadly Premonition for the umpteenth time. I've done a full playthrough on stream before. It's been about 8 or so months, give or take a few.
Zach, there goes the civilized world.
But I haven't done a full playthrough. And by that I mean all side quests and all that good stuff. So that's what I want to get done for these streams. Do I want to save? Absolutely I do. So here we are with Special Agent FBI Francis York Morgan. We're on a little journey of sorts. And usually, it's going to take me a little bit of time to get used to not speedrunning this. But usually we just ignore all this stuff. But now we don't got to. Alright, I think I'm going to switch my control schemes a little bit. Because I did that on my other save file, and I guess I forgot to do it for this one. So I'm going to change these buttons. Wait, what? Wait a minute. Oh, okay, cool. So ZL, I'm going to make into what? Is it L? God, this controller looks so weird from this angle. Twin Peaks Island would be pretty dope, not gonna lie. Honestly, I've thought about doing it. I've thought about it. I think it would take a little more time than I want it to, but that being said, it's a really cool idea. There we go. All right, cool. I just switched to run. Perfect. That was way easier than I thought it was gonna be. This game just continues to amaze me. But at the beginning of this game, you start out crashing your beautiful car. But a cool thing is, you can actually get this car back. So worry not, because I know a lot of people in chat were probably already very attached to this beautiful specimen. Steel beast. Hey Zach, there's a path up ahead in the path lights. Must be years since I last set foot on a dirt path. Give or take, yeah, probably a year too. This is also our first introduction to the toolbox. It's a thing that exists. We can put stuff in it. We can also take stuff out of it. Looky there. I know, I could tell you were mourning the loss. I was picking up on those vibes. But the prologue of this game is a little weird. I find it curious that they started you out doing combat, even though that's not the main, well, in my opinion, it's not the main focus of the game. Although, oh, this is probably gonna be a little loud. I'm gonna let this go, but for the future of the playthrough, every time we do these profilings, I'm gonna skip them until we get all the clues.
Looks like we're being welcomed. Zach, I'll let you handle the meet and greet.
But that's a little mechanic that is gonna persist throughout most of this game. As I said a little bit earlier ago, this game is a detective murder mystery type situation. I think it's a little more, has a lot more content than just that, but that's a main feature here. However, we don't have to worry about any of those clues just yet. Right now, we're just kind of running the boot. But at the end of this prologue, which is pretty short, especially if you're skipping the cutscenes, which we are not going to do. Oh, this is the sad part. Doggy! Although it's also a very creepy part, not just for the doggy, but also because I'm not sure if y'all could hear it, but there's a lot of like dog sounds right before we turn the corner. And so I suppose a main portion of this prologue is to introduce us to the main antagonists, which I forget what their names are called. I think they're just called like shadows, but we're about to run into one very soon. He's just sleeping. That's what I think too. Just taking a little snooze. And that tomato sauce, we've all been there. We've all been there. Heck, that might be what I'm doing tonight, honestly. Whoa! This part reminds me so much of Resident Evil 4, because there's a section in that game where you run into a house and get spooked by zombies. Pardon the minor spoilers for Resident Evil 4. Oh. Bye. Bye, audio. So that's what that does. I've been speedrunning this game for the most part. Like, that's all I do when I play this game is speedrun it. For the past 8 months or so. So I've completely forgotten what all these cutscenes involve. To the extent that I usually forget why I do the certain things I do in the run. This is a good way to recontextualize things. So strange to not see you zooming about, right? It feels almost wrong, doesn't it? Ooh. This is probably like 3 or 4 weeks of yoga can kind of turn you into. Well, not the bad stuff. Not like the decaying skin, all that. I was speaking more for like the flexibility portion. Although I've been doing yoga for like 3 or 4 weeks. I can't do this just yet. Maybe it's because of my routine. All right, get out of there. Yeah, this is really weird. I'm so used to just like zooming. But this is a good way to take things slow. Can't see much of this fog. Path might be blocked for the rain. Stay away from further danger or something, whatever. Nice little cutscene there. So we can just move past these goons. I don't know if I'll be trying to take them down as they come around. I don't think I'll bother. It's whatever. Hot yoga goes wrong. No! We will start the cutscene and then skip it immediately.
Been through a lot of crazy situations, but
For the money.
That one takes the cake. It's the first time I've been attacked so directly. Zach, can you give me a logical explanation about what that was?
It's just Washington State
Don't
for you.
answer. Life is fun because of the mysteries. Right, Zach?
Love that. I love that attitude. Get attacked by like potential shadow zombie things. Life's all about the adventures, ain't it? Stay away from obvious danger. Walks back to the zombies. Hey, they're not an obvious danger. You never know. Maybe we could run across a peaceable zombie. It's an unobvious danger. I mean, not really. But humor me here. I think something that I love about the prologue is how different it is from a lot of the other sections of the game that don't revolve around combat. Because if I didn't know that I would love this game going into it, I don't know if I would have stuck through it after this prologue. Like, I think it's okay now that I know how to do everything. Just because I've... Oop. Oh, you must have been a little far back. There we go. Oh, we get a steel pipe for our efforts. Nice. Didn't know you could get a steel pipe so early. What is this? Generator must give us the power we need. There's a control panel. Oh. Ah. Cool. Power's back. Bless civilization. Automated doors. Come on, let's get moving, Zach. I don't know if we'll be examining everything in this game. I don't think we will. I think this game has excellent flavor text, but I think it also has excellent text outside of flavor. We don't need to examine everything to get the real juicy. Plus, that sounds kind of tedious. That devil has a Kermit voice. What makes you think that? I can see it though. It sounds canonically in character. It's always so weird to play through these games, or I guess really any game that's where it has like a sizable focus on the story, knowing full well what's going to happen at the end of it, everything. It's always like a really different experience than your first foray. Jenner looks really bad. Zach, I think the killer really has a grudge against it. Wonder why you say that, guy. Hey, there's our second clue. What if I don't? What are you gonna do, hurt me? Oh, okay. Huh? Huh? Curious. I always found it so curious that you could do the profiling before getting all the clues. I know on my first playthrough of this game, I did that up to like, I don't know if it was halfway through the game, but I did that for a while. And I realized, oh, I don't need to do this, do I? I can just skip it, huh? Definitely improved my enjoyment of it. Hi, Goon. Oh, wait. We gotta interact with you, don't we? Ma'am. Oh, my gosh. Always wanted me, don't you? That's a significant time loss there. On a normal run, this would be a reset point, but you know, I think we can make up for this time later on in the run. Huh. Wow, good range. I was gonna say, we don't even have to do this. We just need to get her out of the way. Well, look at me now. That's Squiddsey 11. Good lord, Corn. Easy there, partner. Nice to see you, though. How's it going? We're playing that good old Deadly Premonition game today. I don't know if you've ever seen a stream of this game before. But I hope to high hell you're doing well. Bound Sarah should be more stable. Let's hurry ahead, Zach. Maybe Zach is the friends we made along the way. Hey, don't crowd me. I'm sensitive. We'll just run past you. And off we go. Corn do be like that, don't he? Where that AC at? Puh, in the trash, where it belongs. How's that for your Deadly Premonition? We were playing Animal Crossing like for all of today's stream. Until now. I did tag this game correctly, right? Every single time someone makes that joke, I always think, did I not remember to tag this correctly? I need to check. I don't know what I was typing there. Okay, phew. Heartache postponed. Oh, here's our good buddy. This is the Raincoat Killer. Or just Killer if you're good friends with them. On first name basis. Just some jokes. Yeah, just some pranks. Yes, you did. Oh, thank you, Zoop. Oh, Wink and Corn. What else is new? What have you been up to, guy? Our sassy killer friend. Every friend group has one. We got the jokester, the gossiper, the raincoated killer, the jock. You know, standard fare. It's just like how every sitcom has a raincoated killer on it. Oh? But here's the first profiling segment that I'm not gonna skip. Because we actually have all the clues. I always think these sections are really interesting. Or at least I say that. I actually don't remember what they resemble, but... Whoa, I do remember them being stupidly loud. This game just kind of tells you stuff at the beginning, huh? Maybe it's because I played this game more times than I care to admit, or count for that matter, but I remember every single picture as a very significant event in this game. Don't mind the group? I'd say...
There's definitely something in this town. Do you feel it, Zach? My coffee warned me about it.
Oh, one moment.
Yesterday morning, the milk I poured in my coffee made a sign. It said, "Tomorrow you'll arrive in a place that will change your fate."
I must be a pretty big coffee mug guy. Jokes aside, though. Who are you in the group, Corn? I'd say probably the lovable goofball, who's surprisingly intelligent because he doesn't flex it. A very down-to-earth person, if I might say. I think I might be the slightly effeminate cop who makes great biscuits in my group. I wanted to be that. I guess I'll just be like Thomas's sister. I'll be the Carol. Yes, you did. Hope it was worth it, Zoop. I feel like I say that literally every time someone redeems that redemption of streamer, read my last message out loud, please. I need to either replace that or add another one where it's streamer, read my last message out loud, please, with the Kermit voice. So I feel like a lot of times when people use that Kermit redemption, they really want to say something immediately afterwards. And then sometimes it can get sniped. Aw, sweet Corn. Oh, here's another cutscene. Enjoy. There's Emil.
You were very late.
That music. There's a music that plays in my head when I see Corn in chat.
I didn't think you'd keep me waiting in the rain for so long.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
Cut the crap, lady.
Please just call me York.
Look
That's
at my
what everyone
badge.
calls me.
Agent York?
Good, that's good. Are you the sheriff?
Can y'all hear their voices?
No, I'm Deputy Sheriff Emily Wyatt. George, he's the sheriff. He went looking for you, actually. He should be back soon.
I see.
If you don't mind
Okay,
me
good.
asking, did you walk all the way here?
My car broke down, that's all.
A little soft. I'll try and fix that. Are they having a moment?
She's easy on the eyes. Definitely worth a trip to the primitive world.
By the way, don't mention anything about what happened back there. She'll think you're a psycho.
Yeah, dude.
Don't want that, do we, Zach?
Nah. Gotta
Welcome
keep it together.
Greenvale. I'm the sheriff, George Woodman. Call me George.
Music that plays when
FBI
Carlos
Special
enters the
Agent
chat.
Francis York Morgan. Please, just call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
Could you tell me why the FBI is so interested in a small
I
town
like those
homicide?
jeans that George is wearing, though.
Let's just say it's a personal interest in killers of young women. I'm always looking for new sample cases to help me with my profiling.
Both our superiors have cleared this with each other. You can remain in command. You don't have a problem with this, do you?
No. No problem. Just want to set things straight. Our small town has its share of problems. I'm the one fixing them one by one and maintaining peace and order. You can have your profiling sample, but I need you to understand that.
Of course.
Wow, rude.
By the way, George, I had a little accident with my car. Could you send someone to take care of it? Oh, and my clothes and luggage are still inside.
All right, don't worry. I'll get my assistant Thomas to take care of it. Do you need anything else?
Thanks. That'll be all.
All right.
Well then, I think I'll rest up first at the hotel.
I can see why they
and I'll
kind of
join
hate
you on
him
your investigation.
Don't know how
so
to say
much.
Duh,
At the early start of
really
this game.
don't need your help. Unlike some of your corrupt city police officers, I play it by the book.
His
I
face
hope
looks
you'll
like
come to
plaster.
appreciate that, Agent Morgan.
Well, not a bad thing.
And we'll handle the investigation.
Hey, I said call me
You
York,
just
you
think of
idiot.
This as a vacation. Take it easy. Enjoy the nature here. You don't have to be a tree worshiper to appreciate the wildlife here.
But it sure do help.
Zach, let's reassess the situation. There are no cavemen here. We're as far forward as the Middle Ages. And we've just met the king.
Aw. I love move. That's supposed to be like I love movie. But there we go. Now we're officially in Greenvale. Well, I said that. Call me George. Oh, I think I will. Also, I should probably say this again now. I might not be able to respond to chat during these cutscenes. Only because I don't want to talk over the cutscenes. Unless it's something related to the cutscene, then I might intervene or interject. It was my island squid, so many changes. Fauna, Bob, Fang, and Goldie. Aw. Oh my god, you got a lot of dreamies. Who's your favorite right now, Corn? Let's save. This feels so weird playing this game without rushing. That dude tied himself. It doesn't have an earpiece, but what? I have no clue if. Sure, we'll do this.
Previously during the investigation.
These puppies are making me go to another.
It's just not a recap.
Docs again.
I didn't think you'd keep me waiting in the rain for so long.
I love this feature, by the way. I wish all games had this feature of a recap. Although I suppose it'd be hard to implement if you didn't
There's definitely something
divvy up
in
the
this
game
town.
content by chapters and stuff.
You
But
feel it, Zach?
even so,
My coffee warned me about it.
I love that little scene. Like right here. Looks nice. I might actually replay that and screen cap it. Like a wallpaper or something. Anyway. Something I was always confused about is, do people in this world, do they actually hear York when he's speaking to himself? And just not ever comment on it? Although they might comment on it, I don't know. That's always something that I'm curious about. Goldie's your favorite? Aw. I have Daisy in my town, who is really, really similar looking to Goldie. But now I like Goldie, or now I like Daisy the best. Because I used to like Goldie the best of all the doggies. that's a cool part about Animal Crossing. You get a new villager you never had before on your island, forge a new friendship with them. Realize that now, what is this? Oh, it's a chandelier. Wow. Anyway, love me some dogs. Should have given him Dale Cooper's recorder. Oh, that would have been good too. That'd have been real good. Goldie. You have Cherry as well? Oh my god. It's a doggy dog world, ain't it? Doggy dog world. I want to take a sip. I'm going to Disney World October 3rd. If you want to come on down, come on down. Come on down. Thank you.
York.
Thank you, Zoop. Wait, are you really? October 3rd. That's like soonish. What's this tiny person doing talking to me? This is actually Baby York. I forget if,
Don't breathe. Hold your breath. They can't see you if you hold your breath. Hurry. Like this.
Alright.
Cover your mouth.
Okay. Shut up. I'm you, but older. Cooler. I toss you. The thing with ACNH is the way too competitive. I'm curious why you say that, Corn, because I've seen a lot of people say that as well. I don't disagree either. I could definitely like feel the aura of competition reverberating throughout the entire Animal Crossing New Horizons community at large. At least the Twitter ones. Sherry's a great dog. I mean, is there any bad dog in Animal Crossing? Let's be real here. Let's be honest. This section is silly. I think maybe we'll try and make some use out of this breath holding mechanic. I almost never do, but maybe we can figure out some cool ways to manipulate enemy spawns or enemy behaviors. Oh, it's a vine. Okay, phew. I figured it was gonna be that. Marcel's a bad dog. What did Marcel do? That cutscene is like 30 or 40 seconds long, and it's 30 or 40 seconds longer than it should be. But maybe that's why it's maybe that's why it's so long. This game literally looks better.
Who are you?
On y'all's side of things. I think it's my monitor difference. Maybe I should use my second monitor when I stream this game. Oh, I thought we that's wild. Oh crap. I thought that little child explained that he was young York. Well, now I gotta remove that no spoilers tag from my stream, don't I? The ugly Marcel? I'm gonna look this little goon up. Marcel the dog? I like Marcel. Marcel's a cutie. I think Marcel's cute. First AC game where I've been aware of the black market and exorbitant prices. Well, that's just more prominent because I'm on Twitter now, if that actually means something. Yeah, I don't know either. I look on Twitter and people want 20 miles or 300k. Access for turnips. Think turnips is bad for the game health overall at the moment. Honestly, I would love to see Animal Crossing. Wait.
The symbolism in my dreams continues to intensify.
Hey, Passion.
A forest of red trees. A carpet with red leaves. A strange doll. And twin angels. But that child is what bothers me the most. I swear I've seen him before. I just can't remember where. Well, it'll probably come back to me eventually. For now, we need coffee.
You really did say dent. Y'all really did that. I think that's something we should celebrate right
Let's
now.
head to the cafeteria, Zach. I hope they have some real coffee. I really need some coffee. Then we can head to the sheriff's office. There's a proper procedure for everything, right, Zach?
Aw. So here's my spin on people charging turnips, or rather money for Turnip Island stuff. On one hand, I don't know. It feels kind of weird. It feels less like, oh, I'm going to your island to hang out with you, more like this is a business transaction. On the other hand, playing online multiplayer with Animal Crossing at this point is just so tedious to me that, like, Oh my gosh. If it didn't have those cutscenes that play every single time, if the game didn't just like restart you if someone leaves in an opportune way every time, it'd be different. But I don't know. The game's changed to cater a little to the turnip market? Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's what the end game meta is basically, especially with how they're altering the spawn rates for more pricey insects. I'm noticing that with these different suit changes, the lighting is different. I want to wear this one. We'll go with Crimson right now. So this is a cool part of this game. You can have different suits for different moods. And your suits do get dirty if you don't change suits. So that's something that we'll try and keep on top of. The repercussions for not doing so are very small. Not even worth mentioning, but I'll say it anyway just because. If you go and get super stinky, you get, I think, -20 or -25 off of your, like, pay grade or whatever. Which sounds like it could be bad. But hurry up. I want to make a point. There we go. We literally get $12 for shaving. We could do that infinitely, I think, if we wanted to. I don't know if you get money each time. But you get money for doing so much random stuff in this game. Speaking of random stuff, I'm going to go and see if we can alter some of the dialogue and sound options. Alright. So, we're about to enter into another cutscene. And I'm going to force a save, because apparently the options won't save until the next save, so I'm going to do that. And I would love if y'all would tell me if it sounds better or not. As for a tiny bit for turnips, but as much as people want. If ever will open, I'll ask for like 15k per bell. 15k bells per person, that's all. Aw. Play stocks, I'm constantly feeling strapped for cash. Yeah. One turnip's gone. Too much commodification for my taste. Cutscenes without ruin online. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what they can do without the cutscenes, though. I figure they're just window dressing. Or not window dressing. I feel like they're there to make the loading screens a little more entertaining. And if they're removed, then it'd just be like a black screen for like 30 seconds. So I don't know what they can do there. But yeah, the turnip market in Animal Crossing is so interesting because for the most part, until like New Leaf, I don't know how many people participated in it because of how I got $12 to look at the news because of how difficult it was to like do multiplayer, or at least it was not as easy as it is nowadays. Am I able to do a baby Kermit voice? I don't know. Where's a baby Kermit voice? I can't make my voice go any higher. Egg. Little cameo appearance. Do people microwave eggs? That's weird. That's messed up. That should not be legal. First off. What's up, turnips? Feels like it exploded. Yeah, it really did. It really did.
Good morning, Mr. Morgan. Your breakfast is ready for you.
Can y'all hear them better? The cool thing about these cutscenes, too, is that the audio levels will change depending on the cutscene. And it's just
Mrs.
Polly Oxford.
just goofy.
Just Polly is fine.
It's a good volume? Okay, perfect.
Thank you, Polly. I'm starving.
Hi, lady.
Is everything all right, Mr. Morgan?
Oh, of
Yeah.
course I'll admire.
It's delicious, Polly. My compliments to the chef.
I'm hoping my cooking will bring back repeat guests. Honestly, though, it's been a while since anyone has stayed here.
I couldn't help but notice. Aside from you and me, there seems to be no other guests or workers around.
What's that?
Ah?
The salt's in that white shaker there.
Thank you. I was wondering if there were any other guests or workers here.
Oh, no one else. My husband and I used to run this place, but he's in heaven now.
You've been working here alone since then. Must be hard by yourself.
Oh my, we're all out of pepper. I'm very sorry.
It must be difficult to run a hotel by yourself.
Well, yes, I suppose. I could just live on my pension. But I have to admit, running a hotel is kind of like a hobby of mine.
That's
This
nice.
scene kills me every time too.
Polly, it might help to hear you better.
That
if
little
you could sit
gesture.
a little closer.
Oh my, Mr. Morgan.
Oh my god.
You're embarrassing me. So early in the day, too. I think I'm a little too old for you.
And
Aw.
I still love my departed husband. May God rest
Yeah,
his
rest
soul.
in power.
I appreciate
Whatever.
the invitation, but I'm fine over here.
Polly, I can hardly hear you from all the way over there.
You're exaggerating. Fine. It won't do
No,
if
you
we
can
all
hear
come
me,
together
actually.
With such a large table and cafeteria, we have to make use of all this space. Now tell me.
Ain't no
that
winning
wound
with
on your
Polly, is
face,
there?
What happened?
Let's just say I had some trouble during the last
Lolai Sedent.
Oh my god.
Oh my. Well,
Thank you so
there's
much
no
for that.
need to be the tough guy here.
That scared me.
I want you to be able to
This is a horror
relax.
game.
I've prepared a
Thanks,
special
dude.
room for you. A famous
You said
rock
that.
star once stayed in the same room, you know.
Really? I feel honored.
If you need anything at all, just let me know. I'll help you out in any way I can.
Zach, the lady is offering to help. Do you want to ask her?
You really
about the
did
town?
that. No one could take that away from you. Good idea.
Say, Polly, what can you tell me about this town?
Well, let me see. You might know this already, but the
Just
town
smoking
is
in
called
front of her.
Greenvale. It rains here quite often, but it's a nice place, surrounded with nature. It was a big and prospering lumber town until not so long ago.
Huh?
We used to have a population of over 6,000
Gotta speak up.
people. Less than a tenth of them left now.
That
This
singing
hotel
man's
was
overpowering
big
you.
back then. We saw plenty of guests in those days.
That's why this place is so big for such a small community.
I have so many fond memories from back then. I suppose the clock on the community center is quite famous too.
The clock?
Oh yes, it's lovely. It rings in the morning and at night to let the whole town know the
I love how
time.
there's like an
You'll
agent
hear it many
honor,
times
that little
during
like
your
spinning thing in the
stay.
background,
It's a
just in this
beautiful
cutscene.
sound. And you'll
I
love it
really
too,
love
I
that.
think.
I don't know why
look forward to
though.
hearing it then.
Anything else you'd like to know about?
Yeah, you got shops here.
Yes, actually, Polly. Could you tell me about the shops around here?
Shops?
Got a Baskin Robbins or something?
Well, there aren't many. It is a small town after
Aw,
all.
come
You can do
on.
most of your shopping at the Milk Bar.
Am I
convenience
speed running?
store.
Yes. We're
The
going
couple who run
we're
it
going for
are
the
really
slowest
fair.
possible end
I'm sure
time.
you'll get to like them.
Nah, we're just doing a
Asian
casual
Diner
playthrough
is
of
a
it.
great place to eat. They might be open even if my kitchen is closed.
The sequel
If
was
you wanna
announced,
go
though.
To a
Or,
bar, there are two: the Galaxy of Terror
Well, I'll explain in a
and
second.
the Sweary 65.
I'll explain why
I
I'm
don't
streaming
care
this soon.
much for either of them.
I'm just
Bars
cutscene.
are for the younger folk. We also have a gas stand, of course, the art gallery, and even a gunsmith. You should be able to find what you need.
Thank you, Polly.
What is
Well, Mr.
that?
Morgan, I'd better start cleaning up. You
What was
just
that?
take it easy.
What do you
I'll
put that
bring your
in?
coffee out in a moment.
Thank you, Polly. I have
Is that
to
a normal
warn you,
thing?
though, I am very particular about my coffee. The very best you have, please.
Mini
I
M&M's
understand.
canister. All
I'll
right.
be right back with it.
Didn't think that was legal to just carry around anywhere. I remember I used to use those all the time when I was young. I would put like random stuff in there. If it was a little bit larger, I wanted to put like my DS cartridges in there, but would never fit. The turnips explode because of how easy it is to visit. Yeah, I think honestly that's the main reason why turnips kind of explode for New Horizons. Excuse me while I look with interest. Cool.
Did you see that, Zach? Clear as a crisp spring morning. F.K. in the coffee. I knew I could count on it. Never fails.
Oh no!
Now then,
Okay, good. I
Let's
got
get
the
going.
screen cap. That's what I wanted to do. I need a new wallpaper after all. So that's Polly. So she owns the hotel. She's old. She's a widow. Her husband's dead. Allegedly he's in heaven, but I don't see any evidence that could support that claim, so I'm not gonna make a comment there. More importantly though, let's look at our little guy. Look at that little smile. He's so happy, so sure. So sure of himself. spot the difference. You can't. Same picture. I've seen someone have a New Horizons character that looks exactly like Special Agent FBI Francis York Morgan before. I didn't actually notice that. I didn't even notice because York. Like, I think he's really distinct design-wise in this game, but like when put in an Animal Crossing villager setting, not so much. Kind of blends in. Could definitely do a scar, and I brought the face paint. Yeah, you definitely could. You definitely could. Oh wait, I think I missed what Patch said. Miss Piggy voice instead? Yeah. I don't have a good Miss Piggy voice yet. But I can just like shriek really loudly. And I feel like that could accomplish the same thing. But not really. I had some fantastic coffee and find out what your fortune is for today. I'll do it one more time. You can just keep on doing this. And I think you keep on getting money for it too, but I mean that's true for a lot of stuff in this game, and I love that. I love that. Unexpected trouble is coming your way. Lucky item, lighter. Huh.
There's always trouble heading my way in this job. But I'm always up for a little excitement, too.
We'll do one more. He is getting so in there. We'll have a lot of fun today. Lucky place, theme park. Oh, cool. We should go there then.
There's no theme park in this town, though.
Ah!
All that good luck is just slipping away. But I think I'll have a thrilling enough time right here anyway.
That's a good perspective to have on life. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go solve some moitas, shall we? Or whatever. Whatever we do in this game. Now, this is a door that's locked. Huh. I don't know if it becomes unlocked after we get out of this section of the game. BRB, baby! Sounds good, fellow baby. I'll keep your spine nice and toasty while you're gone. Is that a thing? I should probably elaborate on what I'm talking about. I know there's like seat warmers. Well, yeah, seats. Although I'm curious if people ever use them as like a way to keep a seat warm when they're gone or away. I've never really used seat warmers. I've only ever seen them in cars, but I assume it's a thing that a person could do. I really like the layout of this hotel, which is rather unfortunate. And I say that because, well, maybe it's not unfortunate. You never had to really explore it if you don't want to. I don't know why I was thinking that's a bad thing, actually. That's really cool. But there are some cool little collectibles you could get. Like these crackers, game-changing. You might notice that this place is kind of silent. And you're right. There's like no music here for some reason. Not really sure why. I kind of wish there was like just something playing in the background. But, you know, that is what my voice will serve as a purpose for right here and right now. Just listen to the calming tones of my dulcet voice. Or something stupid like that. I don't know. I'm a gamer. What can you expect from me? Let's get out of here. This is silly. And by get out of here, I mean, let's get in here. Because there are a few collectibles that we cannot collect yet. Probably because we're in this chapter specifically. Let's finish the chapter. And then we'll backtrack a little bit. But I mentioned it earlier. This game is split up into a plethora of different chapters. Each chapter has a few episodes in it, but overall there's like 26 chapters. The chapters vary in length quite dramatically, but something you can do is actually replay chapters, which is something, oh there we go, first day of investigation, knocked out of the pack. But we're actually going to replay some chapters, probably really soon. In fact, we might go back and do the prologue once more. And you might be thinking, that's a little silly, Squiddsey. Also, I don't want you to do that. And my response to that is, I'm sorry, but we must. For that is the way to get a few collectibles. And I think that's your reward for redoing those chapters. I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure it's the case that the chapters that you replay for those things, like those combat sequences, I'm pretty sure they're the exact same as they were the first time through. But we might save some for later on in the game when we get better weapons.
Police car.
Astute observation. Our office is open from 9 to 1700. What is that, 5? Yeah, that's 5. Don't be late. Hugs and kisses,
So,
Sheriff George Woodman.
King George to thank for preparing a car for me. A pleasant surprise, eh, Zach? Let's take it for a spin.
Ooh, no scars. How do y'all like kind of
I have to tell you,
intimidating?
Zach, this place simply amazes me.
Intimidating looking control schemes.
Keys were left on the front hood, and nobody stole the car. Values. This town has what the country needs. Values.
Let's head over to the sheriff's department.
This scared me the first time I saw it. It's not too bad though. There's a lot of things that you never have to use either. There's headlights. You can signal left and right. You can turn your windshield wipers on. You can even honk, which I always forget that you can do. But kind of random question, but have you done or will I ever do a 24-hour stream? I have, and I probably will again, yeah. I've done a few of them. Oh, we got a master key. The last time we did it, though, was the first time I ever speedran Deadly Premonition, actually. I don't know when the next one was going to be. I need to make sure that I can actually still do that, you know? It's been a while, and things are a little different for me right now than they were back in the last 24-hour stream, so I need to do something like a test drive, if you will.
Zach, is there something here that you want to check out?
We're supposed to go through Anna Graham's file at the sheriff's office, but if you want to act on a hunch, then I'm with you.
There we go. We're going to do something a little different. A little off the beaten path, if you will. And actually, I just remembered. Let me read this first, though. Values. Sounds what the country needs. Values. York. A woman was murdered here. Listen. You didn't say all the values were good. Although I feel like that's something you probably should not dismiss, especially if that's the reason that you're at the town in the first place. But, you know, who am I to judge FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan, you know?
Oh, hi.
Hi, Polly. I sell daily goods to guests. I don't have much, but they may help you out. So you're the sales girl too, aren't you? Yes, that's right. Coffee comes as a set with the breakfast. Don't worry, the service here is just as good as any fancy city hotel. Great. Thank you. Oh, all right then. Did you want something? Just want to talk to you. That's a joke. I want to buy stuff. So we're going to buy a few things. This game has fishing in it. Would have thunk it. And I personally quite enjoy the fishing. It's a little wacky. And you do have to fish eventually in this game. It's a requirement for one chapter. In fact, there's a chapter where literally all you do is fish. It's like a 2-minute long chapter. If you're good with the fishing, that is. If you're not, it could take a little bit longer. But I enjoy the fishing. You can get a plethora of different goodies doing so. And in fact, I'll kind of show that off probably right when we leave this place. But there's another reason to fish. And y'all will see very shortly what that is. If I don't explain already. Let me talk to Polly, though. Mr. Morgan, don't go working yourself too hard now. Men always try to show off and end up working too hard. There's a problem, just come back here and rest, okay? Okay. Something this game does that I love and wish other games did. Specifically, what game am I thinking of? It'll come to me later. But this game is cool because if you're going to talk to an NPC and they have new dialogue for you, their name will show up in yellow. If not, it'll just show up in white. And it's such a small detail, but it can save you so much time. I forget what game I really wish had that option. I don't know. It'll come to me in a dream or a vision or something. But hey, since we're still here, we got a few things we can knock out while we're around here. I think that'd be a good idea to do just that. Something I should also mention is, if you notice me looking off to the side, is because I'm looking at my second monitor. So this kind of goes back to speedrunning. I've speedran this game for the 80% route, or whatever. And it's about a 4-hour plus long marathon of a speedrun. However, there have been plans put in place, and people have actually mapped it out on the routes you could take if you wanted to do, for example, a all side quests speedrun this game. I don't know if anyone's actually attempted it before, but one of the reasons I wanted to stream this game again, because I know it's not up to everybody's, this is not everybody's favorite game to watch me play. I understand and acknowledge that. But one of the reasons I wanted to stream it again is because I want to see, just get like a good handle on what a possible estimate for an all side quest speedrun would actually resemble. if the 80% is already 4 hours long. Oh crap, I forgot. This is what happens if you get way too winded. Let's see, do we have any stabilizers? Alas, we do not. Tragic. And that event, we'll just have to wait this out. So enjoy these extremely raspy breaths. Destroy York's heart. No, it's okay. He likes this. He likes this. These are the sounds he's making when he's having a lot of fun. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that. So I wouldn't feel too bad there. But I'm gonna end that sentence and start a new one instead. We're gonna do fishing in a second. I don't know where in the hotel this is, but there's, I think, either 1 or 2 trading cards in the hotel. Oh, hey! We tried to exit this door earlier. So speaking of maps, I don't know if I actually said something that could lead to that segue, but, well, here we are. This game has a really interesting map. And I say interesting because, as far as video game maps go, I think it's pretty decent. Especially when you're using the map indoors. Now, I won't say the same thing for when you're using the map outdoors. And the reason that is because you don't notice it indoors, but you can't zoom out too far. And when you're indoors, that usually is not an issue. But when you're outdoors, oh man, if you don't know the map already, it can be kind of difficult trying to just like, I'll show it off in a second. Y'all will see what I'm talking about soon. It's like using an actual road map. Honestly, yeah, that's a pretty fair comparison. Along with all the difficulties and tedium that goes along with that. But honestly, going back to the question of 24-hour streams. Oh, did I go out the wrong door? I think I went out the wrong door. We're probably outside now. I had an idea of doing, I don't know what it is about Deadly Premonition and long streams, but I always group them together. I did have an idea of doing a full playthrough of Deadly Premonition all in one stream before I even thought about speedrunning this game. And I still think that's a fun idea, but that being said, I don't want to be the one person to somehow oversaturate their Twitch stream channel with Deadly Premonition content. I don't think that'd be an awful thing, but you know, I want to set myself up for failure in that regard, you know? What is this? I thought there was a thing here, but I must have been mistaken. Alas. It's a really pretty room. You don't even have to see it either. Completely missable. Much like a lot of this game, too. And I kind of like that. I like when there's a lot of things in the games that are really cool, but you don't have to see them if you don't want to. Feels like it makes it a little more special when you do. I really like this area. I forgot how well designed this area is. Like interior decorating wise. In my opinion, at least. This is where Polly hangs out. We'll be chatting her up in a little bit. Actually, I don't know if that's true. Eventually we'll chat her up. It's a very spiffy hotel. Ain't it though? Oh. Even spiffier now we got this can of pickle. Secret door. Oh. This is like, I don't know what it is about this bed. It looks really low on the ground. Which is like, duh, that's literally what beds usually do, but even so. Oh, I know why. It's because I'm freakishly tall. Almost as tall as this bed frame. Messed up. Last door. Doesn't even let us go through it. Alright, let's get out of here then. I must be mistaken. I thought there was a trading card we could get here, but I think we need to do something beforehand, so. Streamer messed up. For that, I probably cannot apologize enough, but I hope y'all will still take me. Moving on though, it's fishing time. There's a lot of different types of fish bait that you could buy. Not at the beginning of the game though, and regrettably that means we probably won't be using that fish bait whatsoever, but who knows? Maybe I'll show it off. Or maybe not. Not even I know. And that's the kookiest part about this entire ordeal. We're almost there. There are just so many roadblocks to get to this fishing pier for some reason. But here we are. This is the main pull for this Deadly Premonition game. That's why most people buy it. Why most people love it. Maybe that wasn't an actual full-on joke. I do love fishing in this game. Mostly because of the song, but I think the actual mechanics are pretty fun. Or at least they can be. Maybe not so much, though, in chapter whatever when you actually have to fish stuff up. But if you get a good handle on it, it can be kind of enjoyable. It's like a roulette. And there's a lot of ways you can win. There's a lot of ways you can lose. But what we're going to be going for is a trading card of all things. And I want to say there's over 50 trading cards in this game. You don't get to do much with them until later on in the game. But depending on how fast we go, that might be something we do later this stream or just next stream. Yeah, man. This portion of fishing I'm not a fan of. I kind of wish you were just guaranteed to get a hit after like 3 seconds. But usually it doesn't take this long to get a fish. However, there's been some circumstances where it took me way too long. Like it took me 3 or 4 casts. This is our 3rd cast. So if we don't get it now, yikes. But let's shift back of the main story progression stuff. Because I don't think I've even touched on that yet in all my ramblings. Right now what we're supposed to be doing is driving on over to the sheriff office, chatting up the good goons there. Here we go, here we go. Alright. So we're going for that pink present. Let's go for those bullets. Oh, it just does it automatically? Oh, I forgot. Okay. So I don't know if it's the exact same number. Oh, great, we got more bait. Perfect. The circle of fishing violence continues. I don't know if it's the exact same number each time, but you can have a pretty consistent pull on what you get from these fishing mini games. If you know how many tiles you gotta count in advance. I'll explain in a second once we get another fish. Although who knows how long. Oh, there we go. So I'm gonna stop it at the hammer, I think. All right, we'll see. No. All right, cool. So this one stops after like 2 or 3 tiles. So I need to stop like a lot sooner than I thought. But I think it differs based on each fishing spot. So some fishing spots you gotta stop the little timer, or not timer, a little roulette, 5 or so spaces in advance of what you want to catch. Others is like 2 or 3 like this one. So it depends. All that being said, I don't think we're gonna go back-to-back fishing. We could if we wanted to. The first time I ever did 100% playthrough of this game, I just did all of fishing all in one 20-minute chunk, and I enjoyed it. That being said, I don't really want to do that today, and I'm pretty sure y'all don't want to see that today either. Although as far as things go with the Daily Premonition, at least we got music here. I wish I could say that for the entirety of the hotel, but alas. Maybe Polly just likes it quiet. I figure if I owned a hotel, no, I wouldn't have no music. I'd be up for the song for 20 minutes straight, right? It's a jam. I have not added this song to my video game music playlist yet, actually. Not because I don't love it. It is one of my favorite Daily Premonition songs. I just don't want to get tired of it, you know? And I can listen to songs over and over again on repeat. And not get sick of it, but I do have my limits. I've found that for a lot of songs, it depends, but usually it's around 20 times or so. That's how many times I can listen to a song before I get a little tired. Alright, come on, man. This is a little sad. Okay, let's get out of this one. Maybe we'll try the other one. Because there's another fishing spot over there, and they have the exact same, I think, drop table? But this door is locked. No! Whatever shall we do? Ah, dang it. See, you can actually see the padlock on this side, but you can't shoot it off, apparently. But what if you got super close to it? I'm trying to see if I can swing through it. This game is really glitchy, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is a thing you could do. Nah, it doesn't look like it, though. Well made, game devs. Well made. Oh, I'm getting hungry. We can get that fish stat. Ironically enough, though, I found the hardest thing for me to catch in this game is literal fish, which is really funny. I'm way better at catching like bulls and such. Speedrun strats for that, hot 100% route. Yeah, gotta keep this in mind. Honestly, I think one of the main drawbacks to the 100% route is the fishing, despite all the praise I've been maybe not deservedly layering upon it. It's a fun fishing minigame. I'm biased. Usually I tend to enjoy fishing minigames in video games. Usually more so if it seems to not fit well with the game. Like it was a serious game that has like just a random sporadic, let's go fishing minigame. That's my favorite. Here we go. Round 2, baby. Did we catch bait for both times? Or did I just get like a 2 bait trap last time? It doesn't matter either way. So I hope this has the exact same distance for where we need to stop in the roulette. If not, it's whatever. Shouldn't take too much time. I've never been this unlucky though. I want to say. Never been this unlucky with the fishing. Usually it's just, you throw your rod in there and hey, you got a hit, baby. After 2 or 3 attempts, then you got your card and off you go. But this time it's just making us work for it. Maybe this is what I get for speedrunning this game, instead of taking my time with it. But here I am, trying to make amends for that, and whoop, here we go. All right. Does this not have the little gift? Did we waste our time? How about this? Let's go do the fishing later. We can do fishing later. I thought this had the same drop table as the other one, but I guess not. I suppose it's something I should mention.
I just wanted to say...
Gamers?
Thanks.
Hey, gamers.
Hey, gamer. Thank you for that cheeky 19 months. Good lord. Can't even believe I'm that old. How you doing today, Matt? Matters. Have you ever seen Deadly Premonition before? I've put it on my stream a few times. Probably more so than a few folks would like, but, well, such is life, ain't it, kids? Such is life. Animal Crossing will come and go, but Deadly Premonition, and that stuff sticks around forever. Probably. Yeah, I watched you play it once before. Well, perfect. Today we started a, that was weird. It's like a really slow drawback animation. Today we're starting another casual playthrough of it. Although I'm trying to go for 100%. We'll see if we are able to nab that. Honestly, I just want to get all side quests done. If we get all the collectibles, that's fine. If not, I'll just make weird noises and facial expressions. But I'm glad to hear you're doing well. And oh, this reminds me. Earlier, I was going to say that I wanted to explain why we're streaming this game today, of all days. And I never did so I'll say it now. Because I like it. The end. But more so because a few days back, I think literally yesterday, the announcement date for Deadly Premonition 2, the sequel to this game, was announced. And so it comes out July 10th. So that's about 2 months and some change from now. I think Mian actually added a command.
So, Zach.
Oh, I'm going to stop talking for this.
About those bonus features.
I'll continue in a moment, though.
Nowadays. You know, the ones from the 80s have almost no bonus material. Even if they do, it's a trailer and the visual quality is pretty bad. Well, that visual quality is a good reminder of those days. So many new audio and visual appliances were coming out back then. Do you remember the first video deck we bought? We bought it to record one of the Star Wars movies on TV. And remember when that video store...
God, look at this town.
Spent hours there.
Beautiful.
Just trying to find a good movie to rent. There weren't that many to choose from back then. I remember renting some really bad ones after reading those back cover taglines. Hey, remember? Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
Ah, classic.
Filmed in 1978.
He just does this, by the way.
Produced, directed, written, and edited by John
Just
Novello.
talks.
It was really awful, but for some reason I still remember it pretty well. It had so many sequels, and the original was re-released in '95. The 87-minute-long theatrical release bumped up to a whopping 90 minutes.
We're going to do this in a minute.
That was around the time I joined the Bureau. I never have a chance to see it. I know, Zach. Once this case
Alright, this is the end of it.
Together. I bet we can buy a copy on the internet pretty easily.
Anyway, let's have the commute center on my way back. Got home before I realized I forgot to stop. Aw. Sounds like something I would do, Annie. Sounds like something I would do. Oh, hecky yeah. Heck yeah. Was a command for how long till it comes out? Is it Deadly Premonition 2? I had to do this real quick. So, I'll figure it out in a minute. There it is, DV2. Thank you, thank you. I should try that one. So this little mini game, and it's basically just go from point A to point B over and over again with driving. You get this cool little jam to rock out to. And that's literally it. I don't find these particularly engrossing, nor that fun. I don't find them horrible, though. I don't think the game would be better or worse if these were excluded. But they're a nice way to break up some of the pacing, if you're going pretty hard on main story progression. But since we're doing a full 100% playthrough, we don't really have to worry about that too much. In fact, I'm assuming most of what we're going to be doing on these streams of this game is probably not main story progression stuff. I mean, a lot of stuff is kind of locked off, side quest wise, based on how far you've gotten into the story, but for the most part, there's a lot of stuff that's available to you from the get-go. It's flexible in that sense. But yeah, 2 months, 10 days, 3 hours till Deadly Premonition 2. Good lord. I can hardly wait. That's a game I know I'm going to be streaming on day one. Oh dear. These sections are always deceivingly long, or deceptively rather. I'm going to be using real words here instead of my own created words. Like, it would seem like it should end right here or something like that. That's what I always assume, but no, it keeps on going. And also, if you make a mistake, like, think, oh, I should go there, right? You had to do this all over again. And that's the fun of it. And that is definitely something that I did on more than one occasion. So maybe that's part of the reason why I don't enjoy these sections too much. But like I said, they're not bad. Depending on how you like the driving. That's something I should probably touch upon. You're watching someone who's played this game over 70 hours, and this is how I drive. Now, one could say I'm not too competent when it comes to Deadly Premonition driving, and I wouldn't fault you on that. I wouldn't fight you on that statement either. That being said, I think this is about as good as you're gonna get. And if you think you could do better, I would implore you to try it out. Because the driving in this game is slippery at absolute best. Sometimes it feels like the cars have kind of a mind of their own. I think I like it only because I played this game so long, so I know how to handle the driving. But that's always something that a lot of people say is a bad spot about Deadly Premonition. And I can't really fight them on it either. It's kind of curious, though, how some stuff that I call charm is more tedium to other folks, and vice versa. Maybe charm is not the right word that I want to use here. Stream is a blessing, and not even disguise. Aw. Aw, shucks, partner. Y'all didn't gotta say that. I'm glad you did. But since we did that little thing, we unlocked something extremely important, very impactful. Good play, streamer. Alright, that was my bad. Luckily, though... Oh, curious. We were able to get out of the car. Sometimes you're not able to. Sometimes you are. Oh, I think the situations where you can't get out of the car are when NPCs are in the car with you. That's probably when. Anyway, I'm just rambling to myself now. Let's go get that trading card. And let's see, it's 11 o'clock now. We have 8 hours or whatever. We're fine. Marvelous. Oh yeah, we get some agent honor. Wasn't those crisp sound effects? Half the sound effects in this game just sound like they're either distorted or clipped improperly. No comment there. Oh, here's Keith. We might see Keith today, depending on what we do and how fast we do it. And yeah, you can, I guess, take this off if you want. I think that just stays off permanently now. It's kind of cool. Am I ever going to return to this location? Almost assuredly not, but hey. I appreciate the option at least. I'm gonna go save real quick. I don't know why though. When I speedrun this game, I only save in a few locations, unless I'm doing a safe route. So I guess I'm still in that kind of mindset. Or maybe the opposite of that mindset. Because I'm not speedrunning, now I can save whenever I want to. It does cost $1 of change to use the save points. However, well, first off, that's like literally $1. You get $12 for shaving, so not a huge issue. But also, there's some save points that don't cost money. And that's because they're a different type of payphone. And it's that little attention to detail that I really love. And that's like most, well, not most of the reason I love these games, or this game specifically. But it's a major component of it. And ooh, here's something else we can do. We do this, I think, a total of 1 time in the speedrun. But you can peek through windows. Regrettably, there is a cutscene when you peek through and when you are exiting the peeking. So that usually means I never want to do this, but it's cool to have an option, I suppose. I have to pay to save? Yeah, but you also get paid to shave. Yeah, so it all evens out. I think it's less you have to pay to save. It's more you have to pay to use the phone, which is how you save. That's literally semantics. I don't even know why I said that. Oh God, there we go. We got $12 for being a peeping Tom. You love it. You love to see it. All right. This game is so ominous when there's no background music to accompany my background voice. Let's get in there. Yahoo! 12 saves is equivalent to 1 shave, right? Exactly. The math works out.
That's one fine building for such a small town. The exterior woodwork is spectacular. Don't you agree, Zach?
Brown bullhead catfish. Fish rather hard to find in Greenvale, huh? Oh, I want to read that anyways. Ahem. Tomas. I love the way he runs.
Pleasure to meet you, Agent Morgan. We've been expecting you. I'm Thomas McLean, the sheriff's assistant.
Tomboy.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please just call me York. It's what everyone else calls me.
Very well then, Agent York.
I believe I owe you a thank you for retrieving my belongings from my car. Thanks.
Oh, no, just doing my job. I want to help do everything I can to help the investigation. I just can't believe Anna was murdered. She was such a bright and lovely girl.
Did you know her well?
Now she's dead.
Well, no, not really.
Oh.
But it's a very small town. I'm sorry. It's just that this is the first really big case I've ever seen.
So sheepish.
I understand. Just try to relax. Can I have a look at Anna's file now?
Yes, of course. The sheriff told me to let you through to the meeting room, but I've lost the key to the cabinet where the files are. Why don't you take a look around while I go look for it?
Okay. Let me know when things are ready.
Okay. Roger. There he goes.
Zach, Thomas appears to be the kind and sensitive type, totally at odds with the monarch. Almost a good setting for a cartoon.
So that's Tommy. Oh, yeah. That's Tommy, all right. Let's go do a side quest. It feels almost liberating to play this game without a timer attached to it. Oh my god. Oh, here we go. Should we, I'll get a few spares. Why not? This is for the side quest we're about to start. Definitely give me some turkey sandwich. Oh, that was a card. Oh. I did not even know that. Y'all mind if I, touch up a few spots I missed earlier on? That's cool. Oh, you can cancel that animation, too. We got $14 that time.
Zach, there's a name written on this dumbbell. Arnold.
Arnold?
I haven't met anyone by that name yet. Could it be the owner of this dumbbell? What do you think, Zach?
Who can say? I regret getting this now, actually. Kind of spoils the fun of the side quest a little bit, but not too much. Let's go do it real quick, though. Lest I forget. This is the side quest that during the speedrun, if I forget to do it, it results in a reset about an hour or so into it, which is really fun. But here's Georgie.
George, do you work out every day?
Of course, Agent Morgan. Exercise keeps me healthy. I haven't missed a day since I started in high school.
Now that's impressive. Remind me to get more exercise, Zach.
Will do.
But I can't do my full routine today without Arnold. I haven't seen Arnold around since yesterday.
Arnold.
He's a training buddy of mine. His partner Sylvester misses him too. If you see Arnold around, let me know, will ya? Can't finish my workout menu without him.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out for him.
So I guess this is one of the first little side quests you can do. We're supposed to find our good chum Arnold, who turns out to be a dumbbell. But before we do that,
Zach, look at this.
wait, what?
Oh,
What is this?
This is something special. It's the epitome of the old frontier sheriff's office. It's perfect.
I don't know if I've seen this cutscene before.
A stuffed deer's head on the wall. A flag, a hunting rifle. A hunting rifle. Amazing. You'd never see a hunting rifle on the wall of a police department in the city. That's just amazing. Wonder if the sheriff would ever let me shoot it.
We gotta ask him, don't we? I don't know if you even get that option. Yeah, I didn't realize this is a very a well-armed office. Hey, Georgie. Yeah, I got you, Arnold, right here, guy. Take this.
George, I found Arnold.
Really?
He was a bit hard-headed, but I got him to come back.
Oh, Arnold. Well done, Agent Morgan. Now I can work out using my normal workout menu.
Good to hear that.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a little something to show you my appreciation.
Oh, okay. There's the fade to black.
So that makes
minor
us even.
grunts.
I don't owe you anything.
Hey, Hack.
And you don't owe me anything.
How you doing?
No changes to how we work together. Just bear that in mind.
Hope your
Zach,
Wednesday's going well. Oh my
he
God,
has
he's
some friends
going
who
at
aren't so
it.
Dumb.
I want to see that later.
I just wanted to say.
Armor.
Dude is repping those weights.
Hell yeah, he is. What is good, bro? Thanks for 14 months of friendship and sponsorship too. Yeehaw. How you doing today, my good gamer? You just stepped foot into the beginning of the end. And by that I, of course, mean the beginning of a 100% playthrough of this here video game. You are very gingerly opening that door, aren't you? Good. Now we can scour the office for sweet deets. Of which there are none, so we'll just get out of here. I thought there was more stuff to examine. You're doing good? Well, hey. Good to hear. Good to hear. Have you ever seen me play this game or anyone play this game, Amber? I'm curious. I'm also really curious about the lack of song in the background. Oh, hello there, Emily. Could you perhaps show me around the office before the meeting starts? I'm sorry, Agent York. I've got my hands full. Could you ask Thomas? Well, that's a good idea. Why? What's going on? He lost the keys to the cabinet with the files and asked me to take a look around the office till he finds it. Well, hope that doesn't take too long. Okay. Me too. Well, let's go talk to Tommy. It's a first for you, eh? Well, congratulations. You're in for a sweet ride. Or not, I don't know. This game is pretty polarizing as far as games go. I love it to death, my all-time favorite, but a lot of people hate it too. So, it depends on your perspective on things. And also, I'd wager like how frustrated you get playing it as well kind of factors into whether or not you enjoy it. I feel like for me personally, when I'm playing games that are not perfect or I don't know, games like this that have a whole slew of issues, like tech wise and also other things wise, If it's frustrating whatsoever, usually those are games that I don't like. But for one reason or another, this game just touched me in a way that other games just haven't been able to. I think it looks fun. Just don't want to drop that much money right now with the second one coming out so soon. So actually, something I learned yesterday, or actually this morning, today, or as I like to call it, yesterday, this game is on sale. In fact, this game is on sale for $15 dues. I don't want to actually show that right now, but if you want to buy this game and you have a Switch and $15 burning a hole in your pocket, maybe give it a thought. Give it a thunk. 15 or 50? 15. Let me type it in chat. 15? Thank you. Yeah, it's $15. It's normally $30, I think. It's a quirky, kind of frustrating. Yeah, definitely. I'd love it, but I've said it time and time again, and y'all are probably gonna get sick to the bastard death of me saying it so much, but if you don't love it, I don't blame you. Not at all. He runs with purpose. Doesn't he, though? He's just so determined to get where he needs to go. All right, let's go get to Thomas. Wait, $156? Hey, listen, it's a good deal. It's a good investment. It's like, it's the same equivalent as, like, investing in a timeshare. It's only going to get more lucrative the more you do it. Or something. I don't know what timeshares are. Agent York, did you find the key? How's this for a key? Huh. I don't know if this is the right one.
Found the key.
I hope it's not.
Is this the one you were looking for?
No. This is a gray squirrel.
Oh, I'm an
Sorry,
idiot.
That's not the key. Nothing particularly special about the gray squirrel, I'm afraid. You can find them in the US, Canada, and in England, too.
A gray squirrel. What was I thinking?
But we're looking for a southern flying squirrel right now.
Okay, I had a change of heart. I want to get the other ones. I'm sorry. I like Thomas too much to not get those cutscenes. Scroll facts in my video game? Right? What are they gonna think up next? Inconceivable. I also missed one downstairs. But yeah, I would never peg him for a squirrel aficionado. He always would strike me more as like a chipmunk kind of guy. But I wager that goes to show how little you know about someone just from a first glance or two. It's like Blathers. You want to let him talk. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Especially about something like squirrel facts. I don't know what y'all's opinions on squirrels are. As someone who lives in an area where there are so many squirrels, I'm not the biggest fan of their work. However, when I'm not thinking about how much damage and terror they inflict upon me on a daily basis, I think squirrels are pretty cute. I do like them. That being said, they need to shut up and stop causing a ruckus next to my bedroom at 7 a.m. in the morning. I've said my piece. All right. Let's get this underway, shall we?
You found the key.
I think so. Is this it?
You don't know your squirrels, do you?
Oh,
This isn't the right key holder.
shoot me, why
This
don't
is
you?
a Siberian flying squirrel. It's closer to a land-based squirrel. The Siberian flying squirrel is larger than the southern flying squirrel and has a standing tail while the southern has a hanging tail. But we're looking for a southern flying
I
squirrel
love
right now.
how Thomas is so sheepish during the entirety of this
So
exchange.
you know a lot about squirrels.
Got 95 fishing in RuneScape. Good lord. What have you been doing for that? Are you still at the barbarian fishing place? Squirrels in my college campus were pretty cool. Yeah, I like squirrels overall. They just wake up far too early for my tastes. And they make too much noise for my tastes. But, like, aside from that, I love them. Speaking of stuff I love, Ravulin! Whoa! Welcome in, gamer. Hope you're doing well today. Rav, we just started a new playthrough. A casual playthrough, in fact, of a Deadly Premonition. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. Only 4 more levels away from that tasty cape, bro. You're still a hardcore Iron Man, right? Okay, we're good.
You found the key.
I hope this is the right one.
The squirrels, Mason. What do they mean?
You found a Siberian chipmunk this time, have you? Sorry.
My
wrong
God.
key.
A Siberian chipmunk?
See,
This species lives
I
in
knew
northern
Thomas was
Japan
into chipmunks.
on the island of Hokkaido. They're actually quite a popular pet.
So it isn't even a squirrel.
But we're looking for a southern flying squirrel right now.
God, I'm such an idiot. What am I doing? Still hardcore? Nice, bro. Sometimes I forget how many friends I have that play RuneScape. It's nice. I'm literally always just one step away from going back in there. Oh no. No, stay strong, Squiddsey. Stay strong!
You found the key.
His eyes just lit up.
That's the right one?
He made his day. I like these, eh? You know, this crazy stuff. Thomas Poggers.
Yes, a southern flying squirrel. Thank you so much. I'll bring the files right in, so please go to the meeting room.
Okay, I'll be waiting for you. Well, Zach, we just got here and we've cracked a big case already.
Aw, nice salute.
The victim's name was Anna Graham. Age 18, she just recently graduated from high school this year. Her dream was to move out to the city and become a model. But for the time being, she was working in the A&G diner here in town. She lived with her mother, Sally. Anna's father died in an accident in the lumber mill when she was a child.
Oh, dang.
Her mother is unemployed and lives on the insurance money from her husband's accident. After all, it's a small town with a low cost of living. Financially, they seem to get by fine, and they led normal lives.
A normal life is exactly what a curious teenager doesn't want. It's all starting to make sense, Zach.
City folk, huh? No, I take that back. All of them can't be as bad as him, and some should have better manners.
Huh. This is a good biscuit. I've never tasted a biscuit this delicious. Where in town can I get these?
Well, actually, I baked them myself.
That's amazing. What are you doing in law enforcement? I'm very particular about biscuits, I'll have you know. The balance of milk and butter you've achieved here. Oh, my.
Agent Morgan, the autopsy's ready.
Oh, put the music back.
You are welcome to accompany me to the Greenvale General Hospital. Emily,
Joy.
you come too. Thomas, stay here and tidy up these files.
Yes, sir.
We're going to use the car outside. Let's get going. You might think this is just a small-town police investigation, but our inspections are thorough and solid. I'm hoping you won't slow us down.
Okay. Look at this biscuit. Look at this biscuit, though. It's not really following the story. Guy who's dead. We're in New York trying to solve this murder. That's all I got. I mean, that's all there really is at this point in the game. So much of the story has not been revealed to us yet, but that's kind of the point of the first few chapters, I believe. To introduce you to these characters and give you the lay of the land and all that. Wow, hi, I love Danny. Hi, Danny. How you doing today, gamer? We're playing Deadly Premonition of all things. Who would have thunk it? Hope you're doing well, though. And died. York's going to help them solve the murder due to a personal interest in the case. Yeah. And that personal interest will be shown in about a few minutes.
The Greenvale General Hospital is down the road by the lake. It's too far to walk. Come on, get in the car.
If I'm riding in a car, George, I prefer to be the driver.
I love this
Can
little
you provide a car
spat.
for me?
What are you talking about? You don't even know how to get there.
Which is another good reason for me to drive, George. I need to learn my way around town.
Oh, man.
Oh, brother.
Well, then then I'll ride with you. I want to keep an eye on you.
Okay,
Fair enough.
fair enough. Yeah, I think we're on
Just one
chapter
thing,
2.
Agent Morgan, your
Think so.
involvement in this case is limited. That means you don't have to learn your way around town.
The only game that should be played.
George,
Good
you better get
opinion.
moving. The hospital
Actually, good
closes at
fact.
2100.
I'll say it again because I feel the compulsion to do so. If y'all do want to play this game and have $15 to spare, as well as a Switch, you can buy this game for yourself. It is on sale for half price. $15 reduced is all it takes. No, let's stay together. If that's the case, then get in the car. All right, whatever. Don't be so mean to me. I'm sensitive, like Thomas. But there's a few sections of this game where we get to ride around the town with a few folks. This time we're riding with George and Emily. I think those are the two most common goons you ride around with, at least for the early game.
Agent Morgan, get us there quickly, but drive within the speed limit. Just because you have a badge doesn't mean you can drive like a maniac.
George, what are you, his mother?
Yeah, come on, lay off.
We just need to get the autopsy results.
Agent York isn't accustomed to the town yet. Give him a little slack.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Well then, Agent York, let's get going.
Sure. Sounds good.
Feel bad for Emily. She has to basically babysit two man-children, sorry. Alas. She deserves better. Oh well. This is the best it's gonna get. That's living in a small town for you. Yeehaw! But hey, moving on. So right now we're in a car. Who would have thunk it? Didn't see this one coming, eh? We're driving over to the ye old General Hospital to do a cheeky little autopsy. The game doesn't say it's a cheeky autopsy. That's kind of me ad-libbing, but I feel like it's appropriate.
Most of the time, yes.
Don't you get lonely, flying all over the country alone?
Lord.
I must say I've never felt lonely.
Are you married?
Unfortunately, relationships and I are fleeting strangers. I don't get on very well with women. You might be surprised to hear.
What?
That's because you're young. You notice things like that at my age. You have to treat women carefully, like a thin crystal wine glass. If you don't, they can cut scars on your face, just like yours, right?
George, is this an interrogation? I see you're a seasoned professional. But let's not talk about my scar. It was caused by a problematic woman.
Well, she got you good. Terribly good.
It'll fade away, and nobody will notice it in
Hi.
A week? It's not that light of a wound.
Oh, cool. They actually are talking.
So, Emily, tell me.
That's
is
bonkers.
there really a need for a full-time sheriff in a small town like this?
I'm sure it is small to your city eyes, but any gathering of people leads to all kinds of problems. Fights, runaways, stray pets.
I'm using the minimap to
Fix
drive, by the way.
violent crimes. Our job is to guide the people along the correct path, first
Wait.
and foremost. Now, that's what I consider
God.
to be my duty as the sheriff of Greenvale.
Maybe this wasn't the
There
best
he
of
is,
ideas.
The monarch in all
Yeah.
his glory.
I want to
Makes
continue
me
doing
glad
that.
that I wasn't born here.
Did you say something, Agent Morgan?
No, nothing, George. I was just reflecting on a little history.
Well, we're in the middle of a homicide investigation.
Let me have
Keep your
fun.
mind on the matter at hand.
Shut
Okay,
up.
which right now.
I have a
is
double
fine.
homicide if you keep this up, George. You idiot. I wonder if we can do this right now. I mean, Thomas babysit two men who don't know how to behave or cook, and they don't get paid enough for it. They don't get paid enough. Alas, most characters in this game deserve better than what they get. Can we do this with them in the car? Oh, we can. That's fun. This is another of those driving mini games. I said earlier, they're not my favorite, but they don't absolutely suck if you're okay at the driving mechanics in this game. If you're just starting out, it will take you some time, but I feel like the time limit that they give you is usually pretty generous for these. This one in particular sucks, though. And I say that as someone who has played this game an unhealthy amount of time and has had to retry this specific challenge on multiple occasions. But it's for one secret, or not one secret, for one section alone that I'll point out when we get there. It's a stairs part. Because of how narrow and constrictive the stairs are, makes it really hard to drive up them. Ah! Well, this might be difficult. We gotta get to the blue rings without touching the green ones. Now we're fine. Yikes! But here we go. This is the hard part. This is the part that I almost always had to restart this challenge at because, well, y'all will see soon. Doubly so if I actually butcher it again, but I'll try and do it slowly so we don't have to do this over. There we go. Well, when I do it that way, it doesn't look difficult, does it? Just take my word for it, though. If you take that turn rather sharply, or if you're pressed for time, you can very easily just get, like, completely stuck on that staircase and do this all over again. Granted, this is, like, what? A minute and 30 seconds long, so it's not the end of the world, but still. I felt it necessary to point out. But for doing that little challenge, we get to see this amazing cutscene. Life-changing, as some might say. And there we go. I, for one, feel completely different after reviewing that spectacle. But what actually happened there is the bird nest, which I don't know if it was there earlier. I assume it just spawned in after that. But what we gotta do is shoot it down. So let's go do that. Regrettably, we'll have to say goodbye to George and Emily for the time being. But we'll reconvene with them at the hospital.
If you're wandering off, then we'll go on ahead.
Rosie!
We don't have time to mess around.
Hello!
Okay, I'll
Hi,
meet up with
Rosie.
you later.
Agent York, the hospital closes at 2100. Please make it inside before then.
How you doing today, friendo? Have you seen or heard anything of a Deadly Premonition before? Out of curiosity. I'd wager this might be a bit of a change in content for a lot of folks who have met me through Animal Crossing. Especially considering I haven't been super active with my Deadly Premonition speedruns, but hey, it's a good way to get people introduced to the series. Especially considering there's going to be a sequel to this game coming out in about 2 months, 10 days, and something like that. Just about to ask. Well, perfect. So this is a game called Deadly Premonition. It is the video game equivalent of Twin Peaks, the show, if you've seen or heard of that before. But if not, the basic gist is that you are a FBI agent tasked with investigating a murder of a woman in a small town. Upwards in, I think it's in Washington is where this game takes place. And that's the general lay of it. We just started this game, actually, so you haven't missed out on too much. Here we go. And hey, we got a card. And like I said earlier, that is a common reward for some of these side quests. At first, it seems rather, not worthwhile. But take my word for it, there's some good rewards you get for collecting a good chunk of these cards. And plus, I like to do the side quests anyways, so it's nice to get a reward for it as well. Do you think the prequel is going to be as delightfully bad, or do you think they're going to smooth out stuff like the combat? So, that's a good question. I don't know, though. I didn't even think about that. Well, I mean, for dinner, sounds cool, though. Be back. Also, the art's pretty cool. Oh, cool. How do you think so? Oh, dinner's tasty. I don't know how I feel about the art style in this game. I've always thought it looked weird, like the animation style. I get what you mean, yeah. I've always thought it looked like badish, but on the Switch version of this game, because I'm used to playing the PS4 or PS3 version. My bad. On PS3, it looks a little bit worse. On Switch, though, I think I can actually see what they were going for with the animation style. And it does feel really distinct. Have a good dinner. And no worries if you can't make it back. But do I think the prequel is going to have, like, bad combat? I don't know. I am fine either way. Ideally, it'd be fun if the combat was enjoyable. But I don't think that would... I don't think the inclusion of good combat would ruin the weirdness of Deadly Premonition. So I'm not going to say any silliness like that, but I have no clue. I played a few other sweary games or
Agent Morgan, have you no
that
respect
stuff.
for rules
One
and
moment.
protocol? We were waiting for you, and now you try to go in by yourself. I don't like inconsiderate people who think that they're above the rules, and I'm sure I've made this point clear by now.
Calm down, George. He probably just got lost on his way here and rushed in. Right, Agent York? Let's go
Sure.
inside then.
I forgot how much Emily will vouch for us. Completely undeservedly so. Although maybe it's just to get back at George. And if that's the case, then
Hello,
I
Sheriff.
fully understand. Freckly Fiona! She has freckles.
Hi there, Fiona. We're here to see Usha. Do you know where he is?
I think Dr. Johnson is in the computer room.
A computer room? In a hospital?
Nice to meet you, Mr. FBI agent. The computer room is where our employees share a computer.
Very nice to meet you, too. I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York
No
Morgan.
clue what they had in the
How did
computer
you know I
room.
was FBI?
Easy. None of the police in this town wear cologne.
Uh-oh, bunch of stinkers.
Besides, that scar on your face is the biggest rumor in town.
Rumors get exaggerated as they spread, even in the countryside.
What's that you're reading, if I may ask?
You haven't heard of this yet? It's a recent bestseller mystery. It's set in the U.S., a small traditional North American town close to the Canadian border. A peaceful, traditional place. However, that peaceful town is shattered by a terrible crime. The murder of a local girl. And that incident causes grief and sadness to everyone in town. But everyone feels the seditious, heinous evil still lurking alive.
Well,
Yes, much like the situation right now here in
a
Greenville.
little heavy-handed,
Don't say
but
that.
all right, Fiona.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. With Anna dead and all.
Don't worry. Books are written to entertain, and it's good you're enjoying it. What we're faced with here is a terrible crime committed in a real world. Much different from that of a novel. So there's no need to apologize.
Thank you, Agent York.
Hell yeah. Sounds good, Annie. Actually, I was going to take a break soon here, too. Because I need to get a little more coffee myself. It'd be nice for the comment to be smoother, but part of the charm is how bad it can be. I see that point. I don't know if I agree with it, though. Because it's a weird... The combat in this game is such a weird thing because I don't like it. I don't hate it, though. And I do think it does kind of break up what could be monotonous when it comes to the pacing of this game. I feel like it does introduce, like, at least some variety in the gameplay, more so than just, like, going from A to B, talking to folks, collecting clues, and yada yada. So it'd be weird if the games lacked the combat. At the same time, though, I would love to see what Deadly Premonition would play like without combat sequences. And when it comes to the sequel, if they had the exact same combat as they do in this game, I wouldn't be upset. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever. I think that might be the safest play. If they made it a little better, though, like a little smoother, a little less janky, I would be okay with that, too. I think that'd be a good change to make. But I'd be kind of nervous if they tried to go the Resident Evil route of making it more action than horror. Although for this game, I think it'd be like more action than, like, I don't know, detective mystery, whatever the genre this game falls into. Because I know it's classified as a horror game, but I don't know. What I do know is I'm going to take a break in a minute, and by a minute, I mean now. Let me stop this recording. Bye, YouTube. Ha!